Hello peeps, yep, Liesl here once more, and today I'm coming to us all with something of a little surprise, okay? And it is kind of part 2 to Cigar Boxing Day. So enough from me and straight in, I will explain, okay? So, yes, if you just saw the earlier video, we did have Cigar Boxing Day UK, as I did order some very lovely boxes from London, from Mayfair in London, and we did examine these. Quite a nice selection of cabinet boxes. Now, what I did not mention earlier, because I wanted to make it a nice little surprise, and I think we did agree that surprises are quite a nice thing to have, you know. I didn't reveal the second stage of our plan, which is Cigar Boxing Day USA, because basically I also did order some boxes from Florida in the United States. They have arrived. They came 30 minutes ago. Yeah, and we do have them here. So like, this is basically part 2 of Cigar Boxing Day. A little bit of a surprise. I didn't want to reveal too much because we do love surprises, and yeah, they have just arrived. So here we go. Oh, another selection of boxes from the USA, and I want to see the contrast that we get, right, between what we ordered from London and what we ordered from the United States. So without further ado, let's have a look, shall we? Because like, I've not opened this, as you can see. I'm going to open it now. Okay. One sec. It's been a busy day and I do need to smoke a fag. Yeah. I seem to get slammed every time I smoke a fag on camera these days by YouTube, but look, I'm a kid of the 70s and 80s. We grew up in a different world. Anyway, let's crack on. And here we go. Now, I've been up half the night, which is why I've got my energy drink. I have, seriously. I was working on Gemma last night. She's getting a complete rebuild. As you know, she is coming along very nicely, but I don't want to put her on camera just yet. So I do not want to film her just yet. No, because like, there's 1 or 2 other little surprises. I do like to give surprises. So here we go. Right. So here is the box of, again, lucky dip, 10 to 15 boxes from Paul's Cigars. Paul's Cigars. All right, I will try my very best at international English. Paul's Cigars. Paul's Cigars. There you go. In Florida, right? Let's see what we got, shall we? I can't wait. So here we go. One sec. And here it is. So, Lord, just give me 1 sec. That's it. some promotional stuff straight out the box. There we go. Look at this. What a beauty. These really flat cigar boxes are good for board on box instruments, which we will be doing soon, by the way. There's something in here. Oh yes, and this is what we want, right? This stuff, this thin veneer, right, is brilliant. I was hoping for some of this because I need a little bit of this for Gemma, which you'll probably see on the next video because she is having a complete rebuild. Yeah, so there she is. And look at that. You see all these bits do come in handy, right? There's more veneer in there, look. You see, you've got thin bits of wood. You've got all kinds of wood, all of which you can use. Yeah, and we will get onto this very soon, okay? So there we go. I'm trying to rush through, and I want to see the contrast we get, right? Because you saw the last video where we got a haul from England. This is from America, and we'll see the contrast. Now, I paid 48 bucks for the lot. And I am going to say to you, right, in the world of buying cigar boxes, things can fluctuate very much, right? Like I've gone before to buy from Paul's Cigars, right? And it's been a case of you've got to pay the shipping, you've got to pay the tax, and it's like 80 odd quid for a few boxes, and you've got to wait 3, 4, 5 weeks for them to arrive. Other times, because I do get them through Amazon, right? Amazon will foot a lot of the bill, and will foot a lot of the bill, and you get the whole lot for 50 quid, which is about 60 bucks US, right? But anyway, enough of this. Let's get on. Packaging. You will know all this packaging we had last time, right? I'm making a floor cushion, and we're going to cut this up into little blocks and actually use it as the wadding, the stuffing for the floor cushion. Because I did say to you, didn't I? I don't want to put it in landfill, so there it is. Anyway, wow. Oh my days. Straight out the box, right? Puros of St. James. Oh, that's the bit I wanted to show you because you will recognise this. It's basically the floating bridge from our one-string upright bass. It's really funny because this features London. You see, you've got the Tower of Big Ben, Westminster, what have you. But I've never found these in the UK. I've only ever got them from the United States. Yeah, which I think is quite excuse me. I've been smoking too much. Which I do think is quite delicious, right? I do honestly. So there it is. Right. So there we go. Nice little cabinet. Now there's one or two things I was hoping for today, and we're going to see if we've got them in here, right? We're going to see if we have them. I really am, as you can see, crammed into the Groove Lounge today. Yeah, there's a right old mess, but like I'm clearing the whole lot so we can get a whole new season going, if you know what I mean. So like, anyway, without any further ado, let's pull the next one out. Wow. Now, I've never seen anything like this. If you're in the US, do put in the comments if any of these boxes are familiar, because I'd love to know, you know. There you go. I think that, again, it's very much like one of those compressed cardboard type boxes. You can see very plush inside. But I do have to say, to be honest, the boxes you get from the United States are superior to what you get in Europe, if I may say that. Anyway, well, judge for yourself. Here you go. Paul's Cigars, okay? Next out, Lonsdale. So very London centric. Nice shaped box. 48 quid. And that's with shipping, tax, royalties, everything paid, right? There we go. Another little cabinet. Another little cabinet, look. Nice. Ooh. Packing paper. You end up throwing all that away, really. Now here's what I was hoping for. My father, I wanted a white coloured My Father box. Okay, this one's not white, but it's still the same box. And these are beautiful. They really do make nice guitars. There's something about the dimension of this box. I've used a few of these down the years, and I've been doing this about 9 years now. Yeah, they work well, may I say, if I may. Okay, so there's that. And I have blown the whole year's budget, by the way, because I spent about 80 quid. Now, I will spend up to 100 quid per year. It might sound a lot, but it's not when you break it down. And I already know what's in here, you see. I was hoping to get another one of these, right, which you will only get from the United States. Like, you cannot get these in Europe at all. Monte Cristo Miami Deco. Now, I did have one of these and I totally screwed it up. It's when I was less experienced than I am now. I didn't really know what I was doing. And I broke the box, and I thought it was such a shame because it was such a pretty little box. There you go. What goes around comes around, and we've got another one there. Yeah, it's worth buying from the US if you can afford it. Right, if you're in the UK, go on Amazon, right? There's a couple of times a year you've got to do this, and I am going to tell you in a moment. Yes. But first, wow. No, I've never seen anything like this. What a beauty. Open her up. There we go, look, see? So you get to look at what they're generally like when you receive them. Like I say, 48 quid if you're in the UK. Amazon, Paul's Cigars, Lucky Dip, but they waived everything else. They waived the shipping, and I didn't even pay the tax on these. I think I paid £8. So £8 sterling, which is $10 US, yeah, in tax. Now, I've gone on there at other times of the year, and they've wanted like 80 quid, which is well over $100 for the same boxes, and they've wanted 50 quid, which is about $60, right, in shipping and tax. And other times they waive a lot. It really is weird, the world of buying cigar boxes. You know, it's not linear. Could I put it that way? But anyway, there you go. There's a beautiful box. What we got, which we have to use. These are great. I've used them in the past. I've never had one this big. Java. Nice. Look on the back. These. Well, I'll let you judge. Okay, peeps, 2 more. I've got a couple of these, but they're smaller and in a blue colour. And if I remember right, when you open them up, they're quite plush inside. See what I mean? Rather nice. Now, I've used these for jewellery boxes. Yeah, as was in the comments, you know, I think it was you, Brand64 again, said, you know, if they're not suitable for guitars, then I'm sure they're suitable for other things. And they are, absolutely, let me tell you. I use them as jewellery boxes. I use them as tea caddies. I use them to store buttons, sewing equipment, art equipment. My paintbrushes are all in a cigar box. Yeah, and they're very good to stack. And I do live in a tiny little apartment. So, you know, we get it, don't we, really? So that guy now. And here's the last one. M81 Maduro to the core. This is one of those double flip ones. I love these. Look. Hang on. This is from Drew Estate. I know this because I've had a few Drew Estate boxes. And there you go. I'm sure you'd agree. Rather nice, right? So there it is, peeps. There is Cigar Boxing Day USA. I do feel that we do have quite a nice little selection now of boxes. I told you we're a bit like strapped for space in here at the minute. There's that one. Nice. Beautiful. And so we're going to have some fun, peeps. Yep. Next up probably will be bits between the bits, actually, because I've got so many things to talk about. Yeah, it probably will be time for another bits between the bits. And I will see you then. And then we're going to have a little bit more sound experimentation, actually, especially with the resonator. So you'll probably see Professor Liesel. I'm hoping to get Les down here, actually. Yeah, he's chilling out at the moment. He's up at his mum's in Newcastle. Yeah. But he said he might come down if he had anything to interest him. He said he may make an appearance if it was worthwhile. So there you go. So I'm going to leave it there for now, peeps. Anyway, totally off the cuff. Totally a surprise. But I didn't want to leave it half-baked. I did want everyone to see what we do have to work with for the rest of this year. Year. So there you go. I'll speak to you soon. Alright then, pigs. Till next time, stay blessed. Keep building. Forgive me. It's cramped in here.